Why does it seem as though most people within their 20s are lost in life? I think this is a great video for me to talk about because I'm 20. I feel like we hear this video idea a lot of the times from older people, people that have surpassed their 20s, but I'm 21. I'm ripe in my 20s. I'm just now starting, and I'll be 22 at the end of this year, so I think I'm the right candidate for this. And I feel like it contributes to a few factors. And myself, I could say I'm not lost right now, but I'm not subject to say that I won't ever feel lost in my 20s or throughout my entire life. But I feel like I had a period of being lost and not knowing what I want to do with my life, but just taking the time to isolate myself, for lack of better words, and just refocus and just hone in on what it is that I really want. Because I think that's the first step with us at 20 and people being in their 20s. But first off, let's really get into the nitty gritty. Whose idea was it that at 18 years old, you have to make the decision for the career for the rest of your life? When at that point in your life, you're literally the most confused. You're going from a a teenager to an adult. That's one of the biggest changes legally, physically, emotionally, mentally, all of those things. So how is it that people want us to make a decision that will impact the entirety of our lives at this young age? And that's obviously college or what career you want to choose. And I chose not to go to college, and I think that's the decision for me. But I say all that to say we already are kind of put in a deficit. We're already confused because we're trying to navigate ourselves, navigate through the world, and let alone y'all want us to figure out this and all of that. But I think I could speak for 20-year-olds of this generation of the way the world is today, because this is what I know, right? But I feel like most people my age are caught up in a certain mindset, caught up in social media. I don't want to say every 20-year-old has social media, but to generalize, I think most people have social media or just some form of social network. But this social network is, first of all, upheld within our minds. Social media is not a real thing. Yeah, it's a platform, but the content on it and all of those things are created and believed by us, and now it's created and called social media, and we believe it and have these different ways of acting, and people go out of their way and do all these different things just to appease people on social media. People do crazy things for attention, and that just goes to show how lost a lot of us are. And we tend to use social media to seek that empty space to fulfill ourselves when we're caught up in everything else and caught up in our lives. But I think it's just a means of just stepping back. You can portray and act like the average 20-year-old. You don't have to just become a guru, read books, never talk to anybody, never go out, none of those things. I mean, that's what I am, but that's what I want to be. But nonetheless, um, just taking a step back. I feel like a lot of us think we have to go out every single weekend. Like I've experienced like going outside is what we call it nowadays, and just going to a party, and I just like, how is it that y'all can do this every single weekend? I know people be under the influence and things like that, but still, how can y'all do this every single weekend? And I think it's a means of us being lost and us not caring and being young and knowing we're 20 and thinking we can just F it off and, oh, I got time. I'm 20. I can do whatever. I'm 25. You said that when you were 22. You said that when you were 25. Now you're 28. I'm like, damn, what happened? But seriously, like, that's really how it goes. And this also kind of attributes to one of my last videos. I forgot what it was called, but oh, the time will pass regardless. Talking about how no matter what you do, you could be bullshitting right now, or you could be taking the steps to set your foundation. No matter what, the time is gonna pass. But I think most 20-year-olds are unaware of the power of being 20. I just look at being 20 like, I'm trying to use my 20s to make sure my 30s, I don't have to do much of really anything I don't want to do in my 30s. And I'm not saying, oh, I'm not having no fun at this age. Of course I'm having fun. I have fun doing what I do, but I'm not a hermit, and I had to learn to go out and experience people and just interact with people. Because for a while I was working from home and I isolated myself so much. As I told y'all, I didn't go out, I wasn't doing nothing. So I'm just at home all the time, not really interacting with many people. And that took a big toll on me. So it's good to socialize and just find a like-minded group of people. It may seem a little hard in today's age, but I have found 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds, people all in this age, in their 20s, that resonate with me, that can talk about things like this. And you'd be surprised, there's a lot of people that resonate with topics and things like this, but they're not always ready to experience that. And it's funny, like, I'm 21 and I see life as I see it, and my journey has been how it's been. But it's like, damn, I'm 21. Like, what? And then the crazy part about it, I feel like I really just woke up in life at 16. So it's like I only been really living for 5 years, and I don't know. But that's a side note. Anyway, let's just keep talking about more reasons why we feel lost. And I kind of told y'all how to find yourselves without telling you how to find yourselves, but we'll just bring it all together. But yeah, you also feel lost because of the expectations that have been bestowed on you from other people, maybe from yourself, maybe from your younger self, thinking, oh, I need to have this by 22, I need to buy a house by 24, I need to have this, that, all that. And you keep trying to appease these expectations and fit these standards, but those aren't things. Do you even really want that? Do you even really want a house? Like, I don't even really want a house, because that's a whole nother story for another day. But I mean, yeah, y'all just y'all gonna have to get that at a later date. But yeah, man, we feel lost because there's just too much going on. There's too much noise. You hear your parents in your ear, your friends in your ear, social media, so your favorite celebrity in your ear, literally. You got all of these people telling you different ways and dragging you in different directions when you don't even really know which direction you want to go. So every time somebody pulls you here, you're here, 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 and you never really you're not making much progress because you're being drugged in so many different directions. So it's important to just take some moments, take a weekend, take a few days, or when you off work, when you just have some free time, and ask yourself, what do I really want? What do I want to accomplish in my 20s? What are goals I want to accomplish? And if you ask yourself these questions, you're already ahead of 90% of 20-year-old, people that are in their 20s, because most people just don't care, and they rather just have fun and wait for later. And then one day you're 30 and it's like, oh, what was I just doing? And I refuse to live that life. I'm wake up 30 on a private island, not having to worry about nothing, drinking coconuts. But yeah, man, I could probably honestly make a part 2 to this video because it's very relevant and synonymous with this world and this generation, and also us being the 20, I don't, why I keep saying 20-year-olds, the people in our 20s. We're literally the biggest changers for this world. Like, we're up to be the next leaders within this world. Maybe not at this very decade, but in the next coming decades, we have the ability to change and shape the world, and the decisions we make are going to start to impact and shape the world on a mass scale. So it's important that we just lock in, become aware, and get along with each other. I don't know what the decades and generations was doing behind us, but we had the opportunity to get right, to fix it, to first fix yourself. But just like I said, just take some time to block out the noise. Ask yourself, what do I really want? What do I want to do? And start thinking about investing. Start thinking about not only investing your money, investing your time, and investing your energy in things that give it back. I feel like a lot of times at this age, we don't care about doing things that benefit us back, or just a lot of times we'll put so much effort into something, but that thing gives us none of the effort back. And we are left with nothing because we are seeking ourselves within external things. But that's a whole nother combo. But yeah, man, why you feel lost in your 20s is because it's too much noise. You got too many different people pulling you in too many different directions. What do you really want with your life? And you ain't got to figure it out now. It's okay to not know, but just start thinking in that direction, because you'll be further than most people our age. And it's sad to say that, but this is where we started, man. I'm going to lead us and create more leaders, and we just going to keep bringing more light and shining more light and bringing us to a better world, because that's what it's ultimately all about. If we ain't got no world to live in, what life are we going to live? We ain't going to Mars yet. But yeah, man, those are a few reasons why you feel lost in your 20s. A couple reasons how you could be, how you can start to find yourself, and know that it's okay to not know what you want to do. Even though I'm very focused and aware of what I want to do in the direction I'm going, don't think I don't question it. Don't think I don't feel like, am I doing the right thing? Did I take the right path? All of those things. As much conviction and, you know what I'm saying, purpose, I know that this is what I'm supposed to do. The doubts still come in. So I'm a human just like you, 21, still trying to figure out life. I don't know nothing at all. Don't be fooled and think that I'm the damn master genius, because one of the big standpoints I live by is knowing that I don't really know anything in the grand scheme of things. But let me stop talking. I'll say the rest for part 2. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all for watching. Y'all tap in with my new project out now, 12 songs with my brother Steve, called Good Girls Gone Bad, man. We out here making you aware of the good girls going bad, but also connecting and making you feel good in the process. It's just a whole lot of everything, man. It just, it's unlimited. And my boy Young Steve, let's get it, let's go. I love y'all. Y'all links in the description. Let's go.